absolutely. I think the more people that are involved in voting for the next PM, the better. And the more people that get to have a say and get their voices heard. I think it's been really interesting that a number of new issues seem to have come to light as soon as the two candidates have been confronted by a studio audience. Issues such as the price of meat, for example, the state of the NHS, sadly weren't being raised by some of the mainstream media interviewers in the first round. The debates that took place on the BBC and on Sky News in particular, it seems to me the interviewers just weren't really raising these questions. And it was when the candidates were confronted by a studio audience who were really determined to raise the issues that are of most concern to them, that a number of different issues suddenly began to be raised. And I think that's got to be good for democracy. It's really important both for the candidates and for the ideas that they're putting forward, that they get road tested before an audience of the general public or a more general public, let's say, than just MPs behind closed committee room doors.
And your argument is that actually when you take someone like Theresa May, to borrow your phrase, she wasn't road tested. It was a coronation. The men and women in grey suits just ushered her into her place, and that denied us this opportunity, or the Conservative membership, but a large group of tens of thousands of people, rather than just a few hundred MPs, the opportunity to really have a good look at her.
Yeah, and I think that proved to be quite disastrous, not just for the Conservative Party, but for the country, far more importantly, in the long run. And I don't think you'd want to repeat that. But it seems to me that many people in the Conservative Party haven't actually learnt that lesson. And all the concern about a phrase I'd never heard until a couple of months ago, kind of blue on blue infighting in the Conservative Party, all of that concern really seems to be to kind of squash this dissent, keep these debates behind closed doors, stop the disagreements from being aired in public. And really what they mean by that is keep politics itself away from normal people. Let the experts decide, let the members of parliament decide, and stop the public having any right to have a say on what's going on here. And I think we should really put our foot down and insist that actually the problem with this leadership contest is not that too many people are involved. The problem is that too few people are involved. The problem's not that too many issues are being aired. The problem is actually the opposite again, that too few issues are being aired.